Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been any place else in the world, and you know what? It's not too late to go someplace else. But should you choose to stay, I cannot be responsible. Um, let's see who's here. Uh, Crotchin Chicken Hidden Egg. Thank you so much for being here first. Hello, MJB, KC Ulibi, Sonia Johnson, Lori is here, and let's see, Adrian Burrow. All right, very cool. TB, uh, Lydia Washington is here. Blue Draws. Who else is here? Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, Adrian Burrow. Did I say that already? Casey, Novi D, Laura Williams. I'm sorry, Lorna Williams. Um, okay. Black Queen is here. Hey, Black Queen. Lily Lamore. Okay. Well, let's talk about this other business first. And if you all have some more thoughts about you know what, we can do that toward the end, but I didn't want to stay on too late. Be nice if we can be in and out of here in about an hour, but let's see how it goes, okay? All right. Oh, slides. That would be helpful. Okay. Get my slides up. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put that up there? No, I didn't. Uh-oh. Let me move that over here before I bring up slides. Okay. Oh, yeah, and well, let me see. I wouldn't say it was a surprise, but it is cool to see. I'll share that with you in just a moment. Okay. That's okay. That works. All right. Well, I was looking for one more thing, but it wasn't that important. If it was, I wouldn't have forgot it. Okay. All right. All right. No matter. No matter. We can manage. We can manage. Okay. And voila. Very good. All right. Bring the slides up. You know, I just realized I breathe through my mouth. Is that any type of indication of IQ that I tend to breathe through my mouth a lot? Or is that just sinuses? Oh, Black Queen says Baron Karma is on a rampage. Kundus got fired. Donatello, is that why they were talking about her? Donatello, Donatello Limon, Don Lemon, fired. Trumpo can't afford to pay his court fees. Property about to be seized. And Trump okay. Congress lost another member. One vote, one to spare. Thank you so much. But wow, Black Queen, you are so adapted, squeezing all of those updates in just a few words. Thank you very much for the super sticker. And Mignon Hine Murray, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. All right, there we go. So there's my slides. They are ready. Harry and Meghan at the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection at the SoFi Stadium. What another beautiful night for the Sussexes. And as I promised earlier, we would talk about that first, because I didn't want to lose the moment. Hey, Dutch me not. And then we can talk about some of that other stuff later. Do have a couple of little updates about that. You all, the Sussex squad, the squatties in social media, they are not backing down or pretending to feel otherwise. I'll just say that. So um, I admire that. I admire that. I try to be that. so and if the conversation we had earlier was any indication of where people's hearts are, then so be it. Hello, Martine Sash. Thank you for being here. Lucy Wynn. Margaret Rowland. Thank you for being here. So just want to start off by saying our Duchess is back on those billboards. If you all recall, when the Archetypes had its first go round, the Duchess of Sussex was featured on billboards in places like downtown LA. And also, I think it was downtown LA. Let me stop because I wasn't sure exactly geographically where that was in California, but I know it was somewhere in the metro area. And then there was the ones that were in the Times Square, New York, and a few other places. And of course, there were some people who stopped to record or photograph those billboards. So here is yet another. Cool thing about nowadays is that they use those LED lights. And so instead of sending someone out with huge pieces of paper and um, glue and stuff like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to change these things. So must be really cool though to see yourself on a billboard. And I'm not sure if this was at the SoFi Stadium or not. Don't know exactly the origins of the billboard, but I do know that our Duchess was featured on a billboard. So, but you know what? I could take a quick look and just to say I did, I can try to figure out where it was. Give me just a second. I am curious to know. Sometimes people share these things, but they don't give you the origins of it, which sometimes get lost. But let me go to my one of my reasonable sources who has been busy all day. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, you know, one of the royal reporters deserve a best actor Oscar. I assure you of that. And unfortunately, for this event at the SoFi Stadium, there was not a good video that went around. There's a very short one, and I don't even want to share it because it's just a few words and then it cuts off, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, in the coming days, we can find a really good example of what Meghan said. And I know that Harry was holding the microphone, but I couldn't find anything from Harry. So let's hope overnight something will pop up. Huh. Okay. All right. Hello, Susie Q. I believe I fixed that problem. Amen. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. Okay. All right, so there we go. So right there, Pepperdine University, the cultivators highlights from the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection will be on view January 15th through March the 27th. Oh, that was from 2022. In the oh Pepperdine. I wonder why that is so old. Oh goodness, maybe I found an well, anyway, pay no attention to that. But they're on the left side. I'm certain that that is from last night. The Kinsey Collection, great discussion last night, supported by the Archwell. That's what I meant to do. One second, you guys. Let me go over to the Archwell Foundation. That's the one thing I forgot to do. I wanted to see if they had any photos over there. Hot diggity dog. That's what I forgot to do, was to check the Archwell website. Okay, Archwell Foundation. And so far, I do not see any updated photos. Okay, never you mind. I was hoping that they would have some, and they do not. If they do, I don't see them. But that was the one thing that I meant to do, was to check the Archwell Foundation. And hopefully they will have some tomorrow. If not, I don't know. There had to be a ton of photos from that night. And I'm just not finding them. Nobody is finding them. So I hope we will. All right. And take a look there. So Harry and Meghan's attendance at the Kinsey Art Collection exhibition sparks global interest, of course. The most influential royals alive. In a monumental display of support for African American heritage, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, recently made a high-profile appearance at the Kinsey Collection art exhibition hosted by the Kinsey Collection. The exhibition showcases a profound journey through African American art and history, currently making waves in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium and Houston at the Holocaust Museum. Harry and Meghan, style, art, and more, it says. Meghan, radiant as ever, donned a stunning floral embroidered tiered mini cape by Carolyn Herrera, drawing admiration from attendees and media alike. Now, you all know, when it's an occasion, Meghan loves, sorry about the noise, Meghan loves to wear her capes. And when she wears a cape, that usually means she means business, but sometimes she just wears a cape. So very cool. And you know what else? I think she wore ballet slippers. I do believe she wore ballet slippers. Let me see. Meghan rating. Okay, saw that already. Let me see. Where does it continue here? Okay, it says the Kinsey Collection, the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection, a collaborative effort spearheaded by Bernard and Shirley Kinsey, alongside their son Khalil, has garnered international acclaim for its comprehensive portrayal of African American experiences, curated meticulously by Khalil Kinsey and esteemed historian Larry Earl. The the exhibition meticulously chronicles the triumphs and struggles of African Americans from the 16th century to the present day. More than just art, a display of art, the Kinsey Collection serves as a beacon of hope, aiming to bridge cultural divides, dispel stereotypes, and empower underserved youth through increased awareness of African American contributions to American history. Their multifaceted approach includes traveling museum exhibitions, educational material, and specialized programs designed to enhance academic success and foster inclusivity. Remember, inclusivity, or as they say, representation matters. Both of those go hand in hand. So, of course, Harry and Meghan were invited. And lastly, it says, with their collaboration extended to educational institutions and state departments nationwide, the Kinsey Collection is at the forefront of shaping African American history uh, curricula for K through 12 students across the country. So there you have it. That is what they were up to. I don't know. I'm assuming they. I wonder if the Sussexes made some type of contribution, financial contribution. That is, I didn't see anything saying that there was any money contributed. At least I don't think so. Anyway, I hope to find out soon. And continuing, there is a good look at our faves. I didn't see them seated at the panel. Again, if there is a video, as soon as I can find something, I will share it with you. But so far, I have not. Just a few words from Meghan. Let me see if I can play those for you. Oh, oh, my speaker. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's not even a minute. It's well, you'll see. You deserved it. And to hopefully get to that place. So a huge thanks to the Kinsey family, of course, for not just having this incredible. You see what I mean? That was it. That was it. One more time. That can be if you're vocal about your success. They'll see you and say you deserve it. And to hopefully get to that place. So a huge thanks to the Kinsey family, of course, for not just having this incredible. You see what I mean? So I hope there is something else out there. One of the people that Meghan posed with actually posted that on their Instagram. I'll tell you more about him later. Let me see. Okay. The audacity of the fragility, the audacity of the fragility colonizers' expectations for a person of color to forgive and offer sympathy after they continually bring pain upon them. Thank you, Lucy Wen. We'll get to that soon. um, Okay, let me show you the rest of these photos so we can have that conversation. So there's a couple more of them. And I literally just found the one on the right before I came on, and I didn't see anyone else share that one. So I felt kind of lucky I found it, but not a lot from last night, which is a little frustrating. And I don't know who the lady in the floral dress. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe some of you all know if you don't mind, but I don't know who she is. However, the guy on the right, I found his information because he posted on the Instagram. And the guy on the left, I'm not sure. He looks so darn familiar, but I just don't know who that is. But as you can see, when it came to posing for photos, our Duchess was quite popular. So there is Beyonce's mother. Of course, you know her, is an American businesswoman, fashion designer, and philanthropist, et cetera, et cetera. House of De Leon, Tina, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that she was there and she posed with the mystery guy. But who is he? And then, of course, Susan, is it Kelechi Watson? She was there. I didn't know who she was. Very pretty. She's an actress. I don't know her. I haven't seen her in anything. And if you know what, let me stop. I may have, and I just don't recall. But she and the lady in the floral print dress also posed with Meghan. So far, it doesn't look like anybody knows who the taller lady is. So, okay, let me continue. And another couple of more photos from last night. Hi, Boo Boo Romero. And another photo from last night. Oh, let me see. Baron, I believe Pedo had her on. Let me see. I believe Pedo had her speech in her podcast this AM. Susie Q says she doesn't have a problem with chat. Maybe someone duplicate. Really? Are you serious? Wow. That is so weird. And they even used a super chat to say so. Oh, well. That is so weird. Why do people do that? Duplicate. Well, I shouldn't ask that question. The derangers, they do a lot of things they shouldn't. Well, thank you so much for telling me that. I had no idea, but thank you again, Black Queen, for your help. All right, so that's the Kinsey Collection, shared treasures, blah, 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 blah. And if you're interested in that outfit, it is a Carolina Herrera, and it only costs $3,790. That's how much it retails for, $3,790. Hey, Joan Garcia. Now, Matthias Kaleo. It says here, I embarked on my journey from Brazil to the United States at age of 19, driven by a singular dream of mastering English and immersing myself in American culture. Over 5 years, I tirelessly pursued language proficiency, discovering an unexpected passion for the tech industry. Along the way, the challenges were immense. I landed on American soil with no command of English, no support network, and a daunting path ahead. Well, I know that he signed up at a talent agency. That's his name's if you or his name if you want to look for him on Instagram. He does have an Instagram, and bam, he works out. Bam, he works out. He has a great smile and he works out. And somehow, somebody who um, only arrived here some 5 years ago, I think that's how long ago it was, has learned the English language, has become quite proficient, and somehow has found himself photographed next to one of the most influential people in the world. Now, if that isn't the American dream, I don't know what is. I mean, he's everywhere. Any place where you see coverage from last night, it's a good chance. Hi, B10 pal. There's a good chance that he's there. I tell you, if I had abs like that, I would never have to work again. Uh oh, let's see. There's got a message. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. Uh I mean, we have to have a proper introduction for Her Majesty, right? Okay. Royal message. Royal message. I, Queen Elizabeth II, ruler of the United Kingdom, and silver hair dye by Revlon, do hereby declare to Kate, sorrows, prayers. I, Queen, out. Philip, where art thou? Where is thou? Well, thank you, Your Majesty, and thank you for showing great restraint for not mentioning what happened in 1992. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sean, for communing with Her Majesty in the great beyond. All right. Queen out. 1992 is a year that I should look back upon with undiluted pleasure. I tell you, if I hear that speech one more time, if I hear that speech one more time, 1992 is a year that I should look back upon with undiluted pleasure. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Actually, it was the worst of times and more worst times. Queen out. I am getting pretty good with my QE2 impersonation. 1992 is a year that I should look back upon with undiluted pleasure. uh, all right, Queen out. Okay, so let me see. Yes, it was a horrible anus or anus whatever that is in Latin. Thank you, Pullover Girl. It was a anus horribilis. All right, and so I went to Mateus' website, well, his Instagram, and what do you know? Not only did he share the other photo, but he even did a screenshot and shared the image that ran in the Daily Mail. This guy is going to be very, very popular. Um, Not to say that he isn't now, but just imagine that. How do you tell everyone? Well, I was just hanging out with Meghan and Tina Knowles, and yeah, it was all right. He'll play it cool. Here's a collage of hugs from the Duchess of Sussex that someone has thrown together, which is really cool. Wait, let me see. Anis horribilis. I cannot say that. I know it's Latin. I know it means it was a bad year, right? It was a bad year. Horrible year. That's what that means in English. Horrible. 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 Right? Right. I knew I could say it. If Mateus can master the English language, then I can say horrible anus in Latin. And just a little Black history. Henry Ocean Flipper. It was his birthday yesterday. He was an American soldier, engineer, former slave, and in 1877, the first African American to graduate from the United States Military Academy at West Point, earning a commission as second lieutenant in the United States Army. He was also an author who wrote about scientific topics and his life experiences. Now, needless to say, he was treated horribly when he was attending West Point. And I mean to tell you, he was hazed and everything else. But somehow he managed to soldier on and graduated and became a second lieutenant. So incredible. Against the odds, as they say, right? And of course, African parks, they're still doing their thing. Last year, together with Save the Giraffes, we translocated 14 Angolan giraffes to Lona National Park in Angola after they were last seen in the park in the 1940s and in the country by the 1990s. Imagine that. They're settling into their new environment, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And oh, I got some good news. I don't know if you can tell, but yesterday I was worried because Ernesto Myers appears to have been missing part of his ear. Well, actually, missing an entire ear. That's what Lorraine Kelly said. Well, take a look there. I don't know if you could see it, or maybe it's just my wishful thinking, but I kind of think his ear is coming back. You see that? You see that? So pretty soon he'll be able to plug that uh, earbud from his iPhone. He'll be able to plug it into his other ear and it'll have something to hang on to. So hang in there. Oh, wait a minute. He can't hear me. Hang in there, Russell Myers. You have to talk into the good ear. Hang in there. Your other ear is coming back. If you stop being so nosy, you probably wouldn't have lost it. Okay. Anyway, hang in there, Russell Myers. You'll be okay. Maybe it's in his cheek. You know what I mean? Maybe he was being so nosy that his ear got pulled into his cheek because one of his cheeks seems to be larger than the other. Maybe it's inside of his cheek. Maybe if he like pinch his nose and close his lips really tight and blow, maybe that other ear will pop back out. I cannot believe we're having this conversation, but I'm serious. Maybe if he just like, you know, I guess put his fingers, pinch his nose, and close his lips really tight, and just blow really hard. Maybe that other ear is just tucked inside. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Russell Myers' other ear, but I cannot stop thinking about it. But I feel like it's coming back. I do. I feel like it's coming back. Hang in there, Russell. And did you guys see this? This is, well, one of the squatties uses this as a profile pic, but check it out. It is Harry the Dragon Slayer. Yes, it is Harry the Dragon Slayer. Very cool, huh? Let me see. Mystic Toxin says, Baron, I've been stuck in this all day. I need your help. What's more difficult, walking down the path alongside a black woman or battling cancer? You know what? You know what? According to Kitty, one of the hardest things that she ever had to do in life, which of course, having said that, that actually got her dragged on social media. But yeah, I still think that if they interview Kitty, she'll probably say walking alongside a black woman, even though she's in a crowd of like minded and possibly racist individuals, I think she would probably take her chances with the big C. But thank you so much for your comment, Mystic Toxin. Okay, now let me bring up my slides from earlier today so we can talk about that. And then I need to dig out a couple of more photos from earlier. Um, some more that I wanted to share. So this did happen. Oh, you know what? Let us cleanse our palette before we get to that. Okay, palette cleanse. Okay, I'm just going to have to warn you guys. You might want to avoid social media. I promise you, I would have, if I were you, I would avoid the Daily Fail, the Mirror, just about any of the tabloids, which of course includes the Time and the Independent. I would avoid them. And the reason why is because, as warned by Dr. Shola, there is a feeding frenzy. It is like an orgy of, let me see, Harry reaches out to William, Duke and Duchess. Harry reaches out to William. Duke and Meghan have both privately contacted his brother and Kate after you know what that is, right? there's a leak. There is a leak. If someone in the media has been alerted that Harry and Meghan have privately contacted his brother and Kate after finding out about the Princess of Wales' shock cancer diagnosis at the same time as the rest of the world, then that is clearly an indication that somebody has been leaking. That means that someone at Kensington Palace has already started the process of leaking information. And they have a big headline that says, an olive branch. Somebody's been leaking. Somebody's been leaking. And it did not come from Montecito. And you all know that that did not come from Montecito. That's why I told you guys, if I was you, I mean, I have this platform and I have work to do. But if I were you, I would avoid the tabloids because they are only going to put a bad taste in your mouth. They're only going to put a bad taste in your mouth. There's going to be a feeding frenzy of who is for Kate Middleton. I've seen it already. They have a list of people that have reached out to Kate. A list of people. Yep. And how you are viewed by the tabloids in the coming days is totally dependent on whether you're one of the people that made a joke about Kate's missing status or not. Blake Lively has collapsed like a house of cards. She has. She has collapsed. She decided that she would send how did they put it in social media? A groveling apology. For what? For what? This has become a pop culture moment. And it says here the world unites behind Kate Middleton. The public world leaders and celebs come together in a massive outpouring of support for one of the most protected, overindulged, and dare I say, one of the most privileged people in the world, Princess of Wales, after she revealed shock cancer diagnosis in an emotional, unprecedented video. Hmm. See what I mean? See what I mean? That's why Dr. Shola said, buckle your seatbelts because we're going to be in for it. It is going to be nonstop. Remember when the Queen died and they said, and remember instead of Pornhub, they called it Mournhub because it seemed like people were addicted to the mourning process. That is exactly what this is. It is going to be the comfort something. I don't know what to call it, but people are going to extend their best wishes. Oh, Kate, you're so courageous, even though you won't tell us what kind of cancer it is. And also, sorry about that. Also, there is going to be an overwhelming amount. Oh, I was lowering my desk. I hope I didn't break anything. I don't think so. Sorry about that noise. But anyway, there's going to be people that are going to be threatened. Um, oh my goodness, I have something I want to show you from earlier. Let me find it. I did not do slides for this because I was going to share all of the new stuff tomorrow, but this one I will share with you. It is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. And it's from one of the derangers. Give me just a second. I want to redact it so not to cause any problems because I don't want anybody going into their social media. Let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me cover this up first and then I'll share it with you. because I don't want anybody going into their social media. But okay, just need to cover up the info, and then I'll share it with you. Okay. Yeah, but you all, this is going to be I don't know how long this is going to last, but one day is too long for my taste. But here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. One more. Sorry, you guys. One more. I just want to make sure I have this properly covered. I don't want anybody's account being, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make trouble for anybody, even a non squatty. Okay. Okay, so that's done. I'll bring it up, I'll share it with you, and then we can discuss it. Hmm. Okay. Ah, there it is. Got it. Okay, won't take a second, you guys. So it says here a cancer is for a year. She has the best care in the world, but Marco, well, she will deal with us for life. And the day after, we will come for her children. They better make a lot of money for security. That's a serious advice. Now, that was on Twitter. And then, of course, someone responded, how Kate Middleton fans are taking her announcement that she is having preventative cancer treatment, followed by someone else who says they are sick people. So let me share that with you again. I'm assuming that English is not this person's first language. Cancer is for a year. She has the best care in the world, but Marco, well, she will deal with us for life. And the day after, we will come for her children. They better make a lot of money for security. That's a serious advice. Right? Right? Well, trust me, people have reported it already. Yeah. So the name of the account is a name that goes with Kensington Palace. It's not Kensington Palace, of course, but it's a name that is clearly connected to Kensington Palace. I'm certain it has nothing to do with Kensington Palace, but I'm just saying you can see the profile picture they used, right? And given the name of the account, there has been some serious threats made against the Sussexes. Meghan in particular, Harry, and we all know that some of those devils have said certain things in regard to the children. So, like I said, I was going to share that tomorrow, but since we're on the topic, I thought I would share it with you tonight. Now, surely that person probably doesn't have the means to do anything in particular, but you never know. You never know. So, and Henry VIII said Her husband let her take the fall for a poorly manipulated photo. The press was producing stories about a woman William allegedly had an affair with. Her sister on the tropical vacation. None of her family visited her in the hospital. And I'm supposed to feel bad? That is from one of our favorite squatties, Henry VIII. Yeah, it is a battlefield on the social media right now. Dr. Jonathan Reiner, CNN, with all respect to the royal family, that kind of, you know, press release doesn't make a lot of medical sense. People undergo extensive surgery. They just don't go in for typically any more for quote exploratory surgery. Lord, are the conspiracies going to start again? Now that is from Dr. Jonathan Reiner of CNN. And I said that earlier. I said that earlier. They have only made things worse. They have only made things worse. And when I say they, I'm definitely speaking of the palace with this new video, this information that Kate, as they say, so bravely shared with us. It's only going to open them up for more questions. I mean, Dr. Jonathan Reiner says, with all respect to the royal family, that kind of, press release doesn't make a lot of medical sense. When people undergo extensive surgery, they just don't go in for typically in any more for quote exploratory surgery. And that's what it sounded like, was that it was some kind of exploratory surgery. And from there, that's when they found this diagnosis. And one of the reasons why people don't go on to um, the social media, or should I say Twitter, one of the reasons why they don't like to go on to Twitter is because, especially now that there has been less policing of the website, there has been an upsurge of people saying the nastiest things. I was on a live one time and someone was begging for their opportunity to speak. And this person just began dropping the N word left, right, and center, one after the other, in some demented rant to everyone present. So, a lot of times when they have those spaces, they don't like allowing accounts that they're not aware of, that doesn't follow anyone. They don't even like to allow them on the spaces because there are people that wait patiently to verbally abuse uh, people in the Sussex squad. Let me see here. Oh, I got to share this one. I have got to share this one. Okay, give me a second, you guys. All right, let me take this away so it'll be easier to see. That helps a little bit. So, as you know, during all of the things that has gone on in the past couple months, they have said that the Sussexes should have not done this. They shouldn't have done that. How dare Harry accept an award? He should have turned it down. He shouldn't have gone. Meghan should not have announced her product line. There's all sorts of things that they were coming up with that they were trying to govern Harry and Meghan's movements, right? One of the things that they were trying to say is that the Sussexes were not being thoughtful. They were trying to what was it they were saying that they were trying to hijack the moment or whatever. But look at there, Pippa's at the beach. A whole bunch of them went to the Formula One. Um, as you can see, Camilla was so downtrodden and so anguished by everything that she decided to cheerfully accept her um, Barbie doll, right? You have, what's her name? Is that Beatrice or Eugenie? Her husband is pretending to be, what is it, Blinky Binders, Kinky Binders, whatever his name is. You have you have Edwina and Sophie going skiing. You have Kate's uncle on Big Brother, right? And of course, time did not stop for any of them. They were all over the place. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Are they seriously asking that question? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant to do this one. Was the BBC wrong for announcing they bought suits? Well, of course, they shouldn't have done that because it may have upset Kate. They shouldn't have done that because it may have upset Kate. So, of course, that was a bad idea. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I mean, right now, the whole world is supposed to stop. The whole world is supposed to stop. This is the level of popularity that they have been pining for a while. This level of popularity. Lorna Williams says the doctor on TMZ said she probably had a laparoscopic for a small tumor, and when it was examined, they found cancer cells and scheduled abdominal surgery within. He's he said the timeline fits. Okay, okay. Let me see. Still they. Oh, by the way, thank you for your comment. Yeah. Well, that is just one of several things. As we know, anytime that um, these announcements or these shifts in things occur, that instead of the derangers rallying to support the royal family over there, they decide that they need to call out or even threaten the family over here. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Yeah, that happens a lot. That they will take the time to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to see something. I want to see if that account is still up. I do want to check to see if they have gone after that account that made that terrible threat. Oh, okay. I could see that account. It says these posts are protected. Only approved followers. They only have they're following 13 people and they have 8 followers. It's not even a very big account. It's not even a big account, but they took the time to put a lock on the account. So something happened. Something I didn't see what the account was before, but I suspect that they must have gotten in trouble. Yep, I suspect they must have gotten in trouble. So it doesn't look like the account has been shut down, but they do have a lock on it. So again, something happened. Let me go to my burner account and see if I can get to it. It says, oh, you know what? They blocked me. But no, it's still up. It's still up. They blocked me. Oh, no, wait a minute. Is it still up? Oh, no, it's not. I think it's gone. Report this post and this account. So, yeah, there's been other squatties that, let me see, I see several people have reported it. Very clearly a troll account to incite rage. Okay, so I think this is actually a okay, one of the accounts I'm looking at right now, it says this account is very clearly a troll account to incite rage. Report Catherine does not need this. So this is actually a fan of the royal family. I think even some of the derangers have reported that one. Oh yeah, I see a lot of people have taken screenshots of it. A lot of people have taken screenshots of it. These people who support Kate and William, that's why I will never support or believe anything Kate and William from Kate and William. They created an environment where people like this thrive. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm looking. I'm scrolling through it and I can see that that person has locked their account, but there's a lot of people that are all over it, calling them out and reporting it. So that's a good thing. Hmm. Okay. And all of this has been, of course, within the past couple of hours. So um that was awful. And who is this? They were okay. All right, you guys. It has been handled very well. I should say it has been handled very, very well. And I suspect, at least for that particular account, that we have heard the last of that person. Let me see. Okay. I'll put a statement out against. Oh, I'm sorry. I already checked that one out. Thank you. Sorry about that. Oh, TCC Sun says, Baron, that tweet is really a bot. Check the follow history. That KP at their worst. That's KP at their worst. She is trying to stop Baldy from divorcing her. Divorcing and cancer, not a great look. This is a scam. I'm done. Thank you, TCC Sun. And like I said, in the coming days, we are going to learn more about this. It's not over with right now. It kind of reminds me of that movie Chicago when all of a sudden the attention was thrown upon the other lady in the movie, and abruptly No sooner than everything came her way, than they moved on to the next fad. And I suspect that that's what's going to happen here. So that's what I say, you guys, just ride this out. Don't worry about anything. And thank you, TCC Sun says that comment came from a bot. Um, so that's good to know that it's not actually. Well, that would explain why the grammar was so weird. I suppose that would explain why the grammar was so weird. Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a look at a few more of your comments. It's already been an hour, so I don't want to stay on too long because we got some pushback to do tomorrow, and I intend to get my rest so I can make sure that I am able to speak out for our faves. Yeah, first and foremost, we have to defend our faves. Oh, wow. That was yesterday. Yesterday, Amanda Platel had an article that said, with Kate away, Meghan seized her chance to look like the perfect, wholesome mompreneur. I didn't know that was a thing. Mompreneur, mother and entrepreneur, mompreneur. Then the real royal mummy returned and had the last word. Then the real royal mummy, meaning Kate, returned and had the last word. Now that is March the 21st. So I guess that means, okay, it doesn't have to do with today's announcement. It is so childish and silly. It's so juvenile, sophomorish, the way some of these royal reporters, these adult people, some of the articles that they write are so stupid. Wow. Yeah, it's so juvenile. It really is. So juvenile. Yeah. I got work to do tomorrow, you guys. That's for sure. I got my work cut out for me. And still, we haven't seen the children. I'll say that. And still, we have not seen those children. Yeah, it's very true, Dutch Me Not. The queen was walking around with a staff like Moses to balance her weight throughout her illness, but she still continued to work. Helene, hi, Helene says, all these so called journalists will call out anybody that says something about Kate that doesn't fit their narrative, but hell will freeze over before they will grant Meghan the same courtesy. Hear, hear. Thank you, Helene. Exactly. And still, I have to say, um, I feel like this is given cover for something. They are covering for something. All is not what it appears to be. And whatever it is they cover, and let's be fair, there may or may not be a cancer. I'm not even going to concern myself with that. But whatever it is that they're covering, oh Lord Jesus, please, 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 somebody dig it up and expose it. Dig it up and expose it. Baron, this video has been ready since Monday. It was under a super embargo. Harry and Meghan showed up, and then they attacked 1,000 institution style. Wow. Yeah, and come on. We know that Kate had to rehearse. She had to rehearse and practice that speech that she gave. Beverly McCaskill says, Baron, she is probably one of the Royal Rotor or British press who knew about this video coming out today. The children started their spring break today, so they are out for 3 to 4 weeks. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you so much for your comment. Well, the hypocrisy is breathtaking, and we know how Meghan has been treated by the same people that are saying, "Give her a break, leave her alone." The outrage that they are feeling right now for Kate is a million times greater than the collective outrage that was felt for Meghan. Even a letter signed by people in Parliament, the women in Parliament on both sides of the aisle, even a letter, a statement signed by them could not stop the bullying that took place ever since Harry announced the engagement, ever since they were discovered to have been dating. Hey, Connie Balmer, thank you so much for coming back. I hope I'm not ruining your sleep. Olivia Johnson, thanks, Baron, for all your hard work. Well, thank you so much for supporting Royal Sussex and for being a member of Royal Sussex. Me too. Me too. And it won't take long because they are going to hunt that reporter and try to get her on the record. They're going to try to humiliate her in some way. It won't be long. They have a list of names and a vendetta. They're going after people. They are going after people. Right now, they're going after people. And when I say they, I do mean that protection racket known as the British tabloid media, or for short, the British media. They are the biggest facade, and the Good Morning America wrote, they can never trust the royal family ever. Everything that is headed their way is karma. The royal family and British media are all, what is that? What is that? Followism and hatred beyond its limits. Thank you so much, Lizzie34. It was a teleprompter for sure. Blue Draw says, thank you for your research and dedication to the Sussex family, Baron. Thank you so much, Blue Draws, and thank you for coming back. Greatly appreciate it. And Gail Tapscott, oh, thank you again for the super sticker. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep you all. It's been over an hour. So for those of you that are starting your day, good morning. And for those of you that are ending your day or somewhere in between, thank you so much for joining us or coming back from earlier. But again, we're going to ride this out because they have some malicious intent And that, of course, means the tabloid media. And they're going to try to use this announcement to go after people, to settle scores and all of that. Um, oh, and poor Omid Scobie. Omid Scobie. Omid Scobie. They have been dragging him. The tabloids have been dragging him something terrible. Uh, oh, Lizzie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And again, thanks for the super sticker and being a member. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay. Let me go to look at the what they were saying about Omid Scobie. Anyway, you guys do pray for Omid Scobie because ever since he wrote that book, they have been after him. Let me see. Actually, before that, when they accused him of being Harry and Meghan's mouthpiece. Oh, right here. Blake Lively makes a groveling apology for Kate Photoshop jibe before Royals revealed shock cancer diagnosis. So will other, listen to this, listen, you guys, will other celebrities uh, who poked fun at Princess now follow suit? And of course, they have a picture of Kim Kardashian. This is going to be wild. This is going to be wild. This is what Blake Lively said. I'm sure no one cares today, but I feel like I have to acknowledge this. I made a silly post around the Photoshop fails, frenzy, and or man, that post has me mortified today. I'm sorry. Sending love and well wishes to all, always. That was from Blake Lively. Mm, okay. I'm trying to see what other celebrity they have targeted. So far, only Kim Kardashian, John Oliver, Andy Cohen, and they're after Andy Cohen because he said that ain't Kate. That was his offense, is that he said that ain't Kate. Okay, John Oliver, you know what he said. Uh, okay, so far those are the only ones that I see. So John Oliver, Andy Cohen, Blake Lively, Kim Kardashian. And of course, people are dragging, let me see. Now the news is out. She is undergoing chemotherapy, a mother of three little ones, having to share that news with them. You should be ashamed. You have now bullied someone suffering cancer. This is from Twitter. Another one says, think you can consider changing the caption now? And it just goes on and on. Because Kim Kardashian said, I'm on my way to go find Kate. So now the tabloid media has decided to target Kim Kardashian. And John Oliver, I don't see anything that has been said about him, but they're what they're doing is they're putting their names out there to make sure people on social media know to go after certain people. You know what I mean? That's why they're doing that. That is why they're doing that. They want to make sure that these people are sought out and verbally abused by anyone who supports the royal family. Oh God, I'm gonna vomit. I wonder if Blake Lively is still going after Catherine Princess of Wales after hearing what she, a devoted mother of three, has been battling. You were one of the only of this generation of actors I was rooting for. Mean Girls, isn't that ironic? Mean Girls always show their colors. You are wrong. Speaking of colors, you mean like Kate wearing white to another woman's wedding? Those colors? Right. Oh boy. Mm. I need some Pepto Bismol because I promise you I'm going to end up barfing before the day is over with. Oh my God. Deborah Anderson, thank you so much for the super sticker and thank you for being here tonight. Okay. She should have just kept her mouth shut. The best thing to do is to say nothing. Oh, yeah. Share with the nannies. Black Queen. Ah. They're going to make it about Harry and Meghan. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. They're making it about Harry and Meghan. Like right now, the big headline, Harry's olive branch. And of course, they have, as Owen Jones and more apologize over their Kate conspiracy theories, will her unprecedented statement finally stop the cruel speculation about her health? The only thing I could say is, I hope not. I hope that we don't live in a world where we're not allowed to speculate or ask questions. I'm telling you guys, they are going to use this as a way to get control over the narrative where the royal family is concerned. And unfortunately, because of this wave of sorrow, people are going to knuckle under and capitulate. Oh my goodness. How the world found out. And they're showing all of the breaking news. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Maureen Callahan, you know who that is. She says, alone and unfailingly elegant, Kate's stunning fortitude in the face of her cancer shock shames skeptics and cynics. Yes, you, Omid Scobie, who ever dared doubt her. Oh my God. You all pray for Omid Scobie. Pray for him because the tabloid media is doing their very best to put a target on him. They're doing their very best to put a target on him. And the thing is, we weren't wrong for asking questions. We were not wrong for asking questions. As a matter of fact, I would say that by and large, most of the people, especially on TikTok, where is Kate Middleton, they were asking the questions that the media should have asked. And all of well, this is going to bury the fact that it took almost, 90 days. It took 90 days from the last time Kate was seen publicly for everything that has taken place. And they won't even tell you what kind of cancer it is. It took them 90 days to even say that it was cancer. But that is going to be buried. Yep. Well, Kate and oh, here we go. Here we go. Kate and William will miss Easter Sunday service. Princess longs to return to the job that brings her a deep sense of joy and is determined to go about her normal routine, but wants to make a full recovery first. That means that she is not coming back this year. I repeat, as someone had predicted, she is not coming back this year. I know you, Libby. I know. And that will take care of the fake photos. That will take care of the video. It solves a lot of problems. It really does solve a lot of problems. A lot of things that they didn't have an answer for will disappear. Black Queen says, Baron, is their MO? Why would you be worried about their online shenanigans? Exactly. Thank you so much. Well, that takes care of Easter. That takes care of Easter. Sort it. See it, say it, sort it. Oh my God. For once in her life, Kate needs to stop worrying about duty and looking after everyone else and just take care of herself. Okay, y'all, I'm done. I'm done for tonight. Ah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. With that, I'm done. The articles are just endless. They go on and on and on. Every possible angle that you could think of, every possible scenario. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but listen, William pulled out of Constantine of Greece memorial service at St. George's Chapel because of the Princess of Wales cancer diagnosis. Do you all recall that they said that it had nothing to do with Kate? Do you all recall that they said that it had nothing to do with Kate? It was a personal matter. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, okay. I got to stop looking. I got to stop looking. This is the last one, I promise. How to tell your children you have cancer. After Kate revealed shock diagnosis and how it took her and William time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that is appropriate for them. Mother Mary. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary calls to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. I'm going to have to do some spirituals to get through this. A matter of fact, I need some old Negro spirituals. I do. I need some old Negro spirituals to get through this because it is going to be a long, long weekend. And there's something about releasing information on Friday. They call it the Friday news dump. So come Monday morning, there's going to be a massive reset. There's going to be a massive reset. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be some type of a reset. And they want to get this out today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they're going to drag it out all week, but it's going to be some type of a reset. I know, Lorna Williams. I saw that the CNN had a cancer doctor that said it does not make sense. I saw that. He said it doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah. Doctor shares biggest takeaway. Thank you, mystery person that sent me this. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta. I saw that earlier, but thank you so much. I am going to study this again tonight because I want to make sure that I understand everything that he said. Yep. Oh my God, there's got to be about 50 articles. This almost seems like the amount of coverage that they gave Meghan during her pregnancy, except here, this is full of praise and adulation. Whereas for Meghan, it was all contempt and vitriolic comments day in and day out. That's a big difference. There was none of this praise for Meghan at all, not even on the wedding day. They could barely find something nice to say. And then it was attack, attack, attack. Let's see. Stephanie Baker, Willie can't divorce a woman with cancer. Yeah, yeah. And that's the fact that the um mainstream media in the United States, the mainstream media has talked of illicit affairs. They have spoken about divorce. They even brought up the name of Rose Hanbury. And if anything will turn the tide or give them a reset in terms of taking back the narrative or taking control of the narrative, this cancer thing will solve a lot of problems for the royal family. It'll solve a lot of problems. But I want to say this one more time, just for the sake of it. The 28th of December, there was that bizarre motorcade. The 17th of January, Kate has had surgery. It was not an emergency, it's not cancer. Charles, 90 minutes later, has a prostate thing and he's going in for treatment. Same hospital. By the way, it's not cancer. And then February 5th, it is cancer, right? And then from February 5th, actually, well, when did Charles get out the hospital? I believe it was the 1st of February. So from the 1st of February, when Charles and Kate left the hospital, um, up until March the 22nd, it took that long for Kate to say that she's being treated for cancer. in spite of all of the exchanges that were taking place on social media, the mainstream media, they didn't feel it was necessary to tell the world that she has cancer. And even at this point, oddly enough, they won't say what kind of cancer Charles has, and they won't say what kind of cancer that Kate doesn't have, that they're taking precautions, or God knows what it is. They just won't say. They won't say. And now that they have, you know, played their hand and they come up with a full house that is supposed to shut everything down. Marina was it Mavrogenis? I wish Kate well, I truly do, but this cancer diagnosis does not undo the extreme harassment Meghan endured. Amen. Here, here. And I second, third, and fourth that. I do. Thank you so much for saying that. And Martine, I think Camilla gave Kitty game out about divorce. Thank you, Martine. Well, they really can't have two kings back to back that are divorced men. They just can't. William just cannot divorce. They don't want him to divorce. Um, and something that is going to totally evaporate is the TMZ, where reportedly it seems as though they were trying to warn. I think they even said that Paul Burrell was appealing to William, please don't do it. Now, I didn't get as far because we were interrupted by this announcement. I was listening to it with some squatties on Twitter, but they said Paul Burrell was actually begging William to not divorce. I'm telling you, I did not see the whole TMZ. I didn't see it at all. I just listened to it. I got to try to find it because it appears as though the TMZ was a big trigger for them releasing this information right now. And from the farmers market, I'm pretty sure that it was already in the works, right? And then after TMZ, and it being a Friday for the news dump, that's when they decided it was time to release the Kraken. Thank you, Martine. Wow, I feel like I am dreaming, like I haven't actually woke up today, and MJB is quite all right. You're in good company. It does smack of weirdness, and we'll find out more. And I hope, I pray that whatever it is, people won't knuckle under and submit to what they're trying to do. This is very well orchestrated. This whole entire release of information is very well orchestrated, and they have gone into overdrive in the tabloid media. Whatever it is, just remember it is designed to give William cover. Everything that is said and everything that has been done since Charles announced his prostate has been for the benefit of William and the continuing of the monarchy. Those two things are very important and they go hand in hand. Is that it is definitely for the benefit of William and the monarchy. And with that, I am going to call it a night. Thank you again. I will talk to you all. I'm going to go on early tomorrow, I'm sure. And I'm going to get caught up. And keep your eyes open. And if you see something that looks strange, on any of the social media sites, or I'm sorry, from the British tabloid media, screenshot it, save it, because they'll go back and change it. They will go back and change it. And we don't want to give them the benefit of doing that. As squatties, we have a lot of things that we have saved, notes and such that we have saved from their media. Like, for instance, someone has screened. Actually, thank you to the person earlier, and I'm going to share that tomorrow. But someone sent me a screenshot of the article from the Mirror that states unequivocally that there is no cancer. Kate does not have cancer. And don't you all worry about it. Only for them to come back today and say, do you know what? I'm getting preventative treatment. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Okay? Still won't tell you what kind of cancer it is, but they're looking out for me. That you can be sure of. Okay. Yeah, a shield. Exactly. The beard has put out a shield. The beard has raised a shield. That's what has happened. Willie's beard has raised a shield to protect the monarchy. And if you know, you know. And I hope that in the coming days that we're going to find out all of this intense maneuvering is to conceal the hunger, the aching need for a pulled pork sandwich. I'm thinking that's what it comes down to. Someone's hunger for a pulled pork sandwich is the cause of all of this. And with that, I shall end it here. Love you guys. Thank you again for your endless support for Royal Sussex. Thank you to the Mod Squad for keeping this a safe space. And of course, thank you to everyone who has a membership, everyone who has subscribed. Thank you for your comments that fuel the conversation. And of course, hats off to all of these Sussex-friendly spaces and content creators that have helped to cultivate this community. Carolyn Till, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to close it out here. And we will end with Madam Duchess. I'm in the mood for a Madam Duchess tonight. Yeah, pray for Omid, our faves, Mama Doria included, and of course, for the Sussex Squad community. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah. I remember that song. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We're going to see the King. Hallelujah. Ooh. Yep, I remember that song. Okay, hallelujah. Good night.